wonder if I need to just restart the damn computer or something. Maybe there's like some weird thing running in the freaking background that like I've adjusted the settings to recommended or whatever the heck it is. Um, I can't upload a thumbnail. That's nice. What the? What is going on with my damn computer now? None of my APG secure browser is freaking working. I can't even end the task. What is going on here? I'm just having a terrible day. We're just gonna have our generic thumbnail, I guess. Like all I did was go to like update thumbnail, and then there's nothing, and I can't even freaking I can't even force it to close. There's a bunch of like F# browser sub-processing. What the hell are these? I might have a choice but to freaking restart the computer now. I'm sorry about this. This is just I don't know what's going on here. I've been playing this game for 4 days, haven't had any trouble, and suddenly I'm having all of the trouble. We're gonna go down to high.
Smells like rat in here.
Oh, it does work. I brought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltiness.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
All your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Big explain on the ship. We need to know who can help her now.
A real big game hunter. You gotta give me some pointers.
So you keep Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Passing through this game crashes one more time.
Places we could have been born.
Might just call it a night. And
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate. You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret, I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours. Can we talk?
already?
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Oh, I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
What kind of danger are we talking about here?
Nothing we can't handle.
All right, let's hear it.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years. and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, with the family we once were.
What do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury.
After that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
I'd have to kill him either way.
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
Let's see here. The space crime continuum.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Which one's closer? I really wish you could that's further away, I think. It's probably back in town.
Here we go.
Damn it!
Find its weakness, Cap.
That's the last of them.
It burns!
You guys okay?
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Are we?
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Who are the iconoclasts?
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
What about the Marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Yeah, got it. Before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
All right then.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
Looks like
Hey
I'm
there.
not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
Captain Whimsy.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
You're Dax's little boy from Stella Bay.
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades. No matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
Made it seem like you were in danger. I asked me to rescue you.
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
What do you want to do about it? She'll keep sending people to look for you.
Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead.
Well, I can.
No. That might just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more.
Want me to fake your own death to avoid talking to your mother?
I know it sounds extreme, but I can't go back. I just can't. This is the only way I can think of to be free.
Her thinking you died, I don't think that'll hurt her.
I hate to think of her grieving, but it'll be good for her to move on. In the long run, you know?
We do this, I'll need to prove that was your body I found.
Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
Oh, increase her reputation with the iconoclast. Whimsy's not a great liar.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same. Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet.
I ought to mention, the iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Everybody here looks wore out. Is it just me?
One thing I've been meaning to say about this game is that it does really seem to play with, to some extent, with the idea of whether intentionally or not. Like it does a fair amount of like kind of D&D alignment in a way, and I think that what I personally have come to enjoy about the notion of D&D alignment is that when is the way that the two halves of it can interact with each other. Right, like the definitions are a little vague, maybe even purposely vague, and I don't really like that. The way I personally define, so basically we have like lawful and evil. Okay, we have lawful and chaotic, and then like neutral between. Then we have good and evil, and then another neutral in between. And I see these all as kind of being a spectrum, and there's a degree to which you can kind of there's some nuance within it with regard to, but I think what I personally like good and evil are kind of more difficult to define than you'd think, because there's a lot of but what I personally boiled it down to is your regard for the life and well-being of other people's other people's. Like it's same difference, but anyway, and how willing you are to like set their other people's well-being aside for in pursuit of your own goals. Law and chaos are generally order and disorder, or okay, more raw than that. Like I'm trying to. It's whether you prefer to live by a set of rules or be more um, make moral judgments um, moment by moment, or just kind of wing it. Um, for particularly for chaotic good anyway. You know, because for someone who's chaotic good, like you can think that okay, like a fair number of laws are good or at least well intended, and you can kind of get behind that. But like generally, you shouldn't murder someone in cold blood, for example. Um, but anyway, like that's kind of my general idea of what alignments mean, and of course, like law can refer to a personal code, or it could, uh, be social societal law, so on and so forth. So you can there's room for nuance and such. Um, but the thing is that like you're playing lawful good character. Well, not all laws, particularly societal laws, are good. There can be corruption. There can be uh, injustice. So you could potentially, depending on just how your character, what your character's view of law in general is, there could be conflicts, and of course, um, not everything that is chaotic is necessarily good either. So like those, you can either side with the corporate, um, like the most recent instance was either siding from with the corporate guy who's trying to develop a diet toothpaste, and or side with a bandit who's perfectly fine just murdering civilians, even if they have a certain perhaps twisted logic to putting them out of their misery. Um, at the end of the day, Whimsy just decided to kind of leave it alone. Um, it, fairly tempted to just kill the lady and steal the research, but that opportunity is kind of come and gone anyway. Anyway, hopefully we set a new record for. Oh, we can or lie. That might actually be useful at this point. Well, we're going to our map to
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
well, that's actually a very low threshold. Can we dang it, can we frickin' quick save here? 'Cause I want to try and see what our role
You're
play
back. Please tell me you found my
options
baby boy.
are
Where
for
is he?
telling
Where's
it
my
the
little
truth.
Tucker?
Okay, Tucker want me to tell you that he died.
What are you saying? That doesn't make any sense. Why would my little boy say that?
He didn't want to come home and said it would be easier if he thought he was dead.
Easier? Thinking my little boy was dead would be easier? On who? This doesn't sound like my Tucker at all. How do I know you're not lying?
He told me to give me this ring as proof.
This was his daddy's ring. Tucker never takes it off, not even to bathe. And you're saying he gave this to you so I'd think he died? I need to think about this. I don't understand how it's all gone so wrong. Here's the reward I promised. Please, just leave me in peace.
No persuasion check there. And maybe there would have been a persuasion check if
I don't understand. All I wanted was to keep my baby safe. Why would he do this?
Okay. It may have gotten the job done. I guess. Huh. As part of the main quest is to watch the Aether Wave. Oh, that might be a part of the we need to wait until we're level 25, maybe? I'm not sure which one. It's so freaking stupid that it tells you, like... Yeah, we're in town, we should probably...
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, Relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Grim asked me to check with you about his tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Oh, I overheard you say you're having money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally blow your money on Apton parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much from him?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
I can talk to him for you? Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
I'm curious, what do you see in him?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Talk to you later.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, that's... It can do that?
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day, and I've seen it happen.
I don't know what's more unsettling. The concept of my ammunition spontaneously combusting, or the fact that this is the kind of thing you think about on the regular.
Do I? Probably. I think she's in this building. Probably. Hopefully.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
What are you talking about, Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
If you say so.
Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
Who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
So it's about the money.
Damn right it is.
Just giving Grimm's poster away? Did he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
You still have it, right?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
I suppose we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Huckabee, I'm helping you find Braxton, aren't I?
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster.
Hey.
Fine by me.
Talk to you later.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Supposedly,
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out there, even back when there were roads. I protected them from raps and the like.
Oh gosh. And here I was jawing about how I was watching your back. I'm probably more like to get in your way.
Everyone needs someone watching after them. Even me. Even if I ain't keen to admit it sometimes.
Sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Even
Oh, that's the dead
safe these
body.
days. What's the world coming to?
A betting list, a slip list, of increasingly pulled wagers made from a team called Mostly Colonists from the left field tossball betting. I think that's
Whatever you do,
unrelated.
don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you've gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about
Oh,
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I'm looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
I'm just looking to have a friendly chat with him.
Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
Thanks.
Poor fella. Hope he's okay. We should hurry, Captain. You all got different Saltuna here on Monarch. Ain't that neat?
You come to Monarch and that's what you're excited about. You ought to get out more.
I'm getting out right now.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
Oh.
Here we go! Perfection!
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
The Edgewater deserters were perfectly nice, and they lived outside the city walls. Well, maybe not Adelaide, but everyone else.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Wait for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Sure you haven't seen him? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Something ain't right about this.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
I certainly can't fault your optimism.
And who could? Stretch out your hand and cosmic divinity reaches back. Open wide your mouth and the universe provides sustenance.
Yeah. Things have a way of working out, I suppose.
That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say? Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Oh, hello there. You come for, dinner?
Actually, I'm looking for a man named Braxton.
Sorry, I'm not real good with, names.
Something wrong?
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way too.
Other times, it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help you?
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
I'm gonna leave you alone now.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
What are you talking about?
You know, the ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on the front. They don't taste very good, but they make me feel so nice. Hungry, too.
I don't have anything like that.
That's too bad. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
Was his name Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Wasn't he bringing you more rocket candies?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
Let's go now.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
We wouldn't want to intrude.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Sorry, I was just looking around.
Liar. You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Your rocket candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
I'm done going now. Hey, I keep on using the wrong button.
No, 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 no.
They sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the raps eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
Oh god, just. Let's please return to Ballard Velma, our current supervisor at the MSI Fishery Operations Stellar Bay. Yep. I have a feeling that's supper. Look safe for no reason. Okay, like just sneak out this way. Okay. Ow. Ow.
Feels like the old bits outside of Edgewater. Used up, unneeded, left to settle into ruin.
Don't bother knocking on any doors. If anyone's inside, they're liable to respond with gunfire.
What did Stellar Bay's engineer name your cannon machine?
I don't rightly know. That'd have been Guster, I think? I'd ask him, but he fell in the machine once, so... Could call it Guster's Demise, or Guster Crusher? Oh, that's got a ring to it.
Forget I asked.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You notice my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition? Anyway, what do you folks need?
I've got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Yeah, he was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Well, it's a odd way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
I come to an arrangement on Grimm's poster.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
I'm Braxton, didn't I?
Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon.
Said Braxton's been stealing drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Awfully nice of you not to say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free. Or new, I guess.
What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
I tried talking to him for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Who's Catherine you mentioned when I first came in here?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Talk to you later.
Poor Braxton. I don't want to think of it. Eaten by cannibals?
Word travels fast.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Oh, are we? Dang it. We'll probably draw a gun again because they don't have to properly map the controls. Wait, sorry.
I've had
Here it is.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough.
You can smell
Still,
that over everything
you
else.
can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Hello.
New face, huh? You from Off-World?
Yes, Captain Whimsy of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Oh, it's probably you sublet contractors.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
How can you afford to miss work?
Forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What are you
Me
celebrating?
and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad you made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
I'll talk to you later. Can we?
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
Okay, we lost the ability to lie to him. Wow. I think we could go back to Velma. We're not going to resort to blackmail. That's like... Not exactly in character.
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Oh, the stash. Damn it! Our only options like blackmail or
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
because our only options are yeah, we're just not doing this. I should probably actually be calling it a night. I think we fixed whatever issue. We've lowered the graphic settings to a point where it's no longer happening. The textures look a little muddier, but I do wish we had a way of just straight up abandoning a quest to clear it from our log. Huh. Okay, it's on here. Dang it.
what it is, but my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to correct for a bit of leftward drag. Got used to standing just so, and after a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Oh, that's real good to hear. It took me a while to... never mind.
What? Girl, have you been touching my stuff?
I'm sorry, I should have asked. I just got real bored, and I seen you leaning, and the gun was sitting right there.
You know, the last time I caught someone messing with my equipment, I threw him in a sulfur pool. But I appreciate the help. You want to make modifications, just come ask me, all right? I ain't gonna bite.
Okay, we're just gonna... Hopefully, the browser stopped acting up. I don't know. I thought browser stopped backing up. No, it hasn't. And I can't close it or anything, so I might have to just freaking restart my damn computer. Anyway, there are a bunch of things you can do that'll take a few seconds of your time, as well as other things that are a little more involved, including a Patreon if you feel so inclined, and a YouTube if you'd like to see all of our previous VODs or have just an alternate way to watch our streams. But in any case, no matter what you decide to do, I thank you very much